Yo, what it do, YouTube? It's your boy Cash Gaming here, and today we reacting to three scary, real Las Vegas horror stories by my boy Mr. Nightmare. If you want to check out the original video, I'll try to put a link in the description for it. Hopefully it's not as scary. You know what I mean? I ain't trying to get jump scared. I am doing this shit during the day. You know what I mean? Cause I ain't into that. But let's further ado. Let's get on with the video, though, man. You know what I mean? Oh yeah, and I got some comfort food. You know what I mean? Just in case I get a little too scared. You know what I mean? Some snacks, some snacky snacks, if you will. You know what I mean?
When my
So yeah,
friend Dom
let's
turned
full
21,
screen it.
he organized a group trip to
Don't be
Vegas with one of my
scared.
closest
Take your volume
friends.
all the way up.
We stayed at the Gold
Don't be
Coast
scared.
Hotel
Don't be high in the
Casino,
comments.
which was a 5-minute walk from the Strip. There were 6 of us. Too many names to list, so I'll just name them as I go. But we had 3 rooms, and 2 to each room. I was rooming with Joey. Our flight landed around 5, so by the time we were unpacked and settled in the hotel, it was around 7. We stopped at In-N-Out for dinner since we're all from the East Coast, and the novelty of In-N-Out was pretty appealing. Right after that, we walked around until ending up at the Bellagio Hotel's casino. It was absolutely massive. We all kind of split off into little groups. Joey and I were just doing slot machines, while 3 of the others were at blackjack tables. I'm not sure where the 6th went. But when I say Joey and I were doing the slot machines, I mean we were really just sitting there occasionally spinning the slot machine every few minutes. Really just collecting those free shots that the cocktail waitresses would walk around with to try and get the patrons drunker and looser with their money. Let's just say we were trying not to blow $1,000 on the first night.
Why buy a new computer when you can save money instead? PC Cleaner fixes slow.
After a few shots, we went over to our friends by the
I
blackjack
just I just probably get YouTube Premium, huh? I ain't gonna get it though. I ain't gonna get
tables
it.
to watch
I ain't
them.
gonna get it.
I'd say after an hour at the casino watching our friends gamble their money away, we all left with intentions of walking to this place called Lily Bar and Lounge. But halfway to the bar, I did a quick pat down of all my pockets, making sure I had my phone and wallet. Then I had that mini heart attack when I felt the
Damn.
empty pocket where my wallet should have been. I started to freak out, asking my friends if they remember when I had it last. None of them remembered. I asked them to wait for me, while I ran back to the Bellagio to check. They didn't want to wait though. Joey just gave me his room card and told me to check our hotel if it wasn't at the Bellagio. Then the 5 of them continued walking to the bar while I ran back to the casino of the Bellagio. I felt very defeated, as I was predicting having lost my wallet on the first night, and I would be absolutely screwed if I wanted to get into any bars or clubs. I retraced all my steps in the casino, including checking the seat of the slot machine we were at. Then I checked Lost and Found, but there was nothing. So next I had to try our hotel room. This was my last shot at finding it, and I felt sick to my stomach about it now. I felt this could ruin my entire trip.
Damn.
I ran through the lobby and up the stairs to the 2nd floor where my room was. I got to the door and tried Joey's key card. The card reader flashed red a few times. I wondered if he had a faulty card. I rubbed the card with my shirt to remove any smudges or whatever that could be hindering the card reader. On the next try, it beeped and lit green, and I opened the door. I started searching the entire room, throwing clothes out of my suitcase and onto the bed, digging through my suitcase, then tearing through the bed sheets even though they weren't even slept in yet. I checked under the beds, pillows, on the table and TV stand, but it was not in there. I collapsed on the bed, literally wanting to cry. Then I thought to maybe call the front desk and ask if it was turned into Lost and Found, so I did just that. The desk worker picked up on the 3rd or 4th ring, and I asked if they could check the Lost and Found for my wallet. She said hold on, then put me on hold for a minute. When she came back, she asked what my name was because apparently lots of people lose their wallets in Vegas. I told her my name, then she said something that confused me. She said something along the lines of, "Sir, didn't I speak to you just now at the front desk when you asked me what room number you were in?" I asked when she was referring to, and she said within the past 15 minutes. That wasn't possible because I had been gone for nearly 2 hours. I told the lady I was coming down to the front desk, then I hung up. But it made me wonder, just what
I
if?
mean, what are these scary sounds,
Checked
these
the one
ominous
closet in the
sounds,
room,
man?
and it was empty. Then I looked at the bathroom. The bathroom door was shut. I grabbed the doorknob, sighed, and yanked it open, expecting to see someone.
Nigga.
But no,
Oh my god. Oh my nigga. I thought it was gonna be a person looking,
it
man.
appeared empty. I turned on the bathroom light just to look at myself in the mirror, but I almost instantly noticed the shadow through the shower curtain.
Oh, nigga, man, come on, man, damn it, man. Okay, this nigga done got better with his videos, man. He didn't, nigga, 10, 15 years ago, well, not 15, but like, I don't know, like 10 years ago, man, his videos wasn't like this. Damn it, man.
There
Shit.
was undoubtedly a person in there casting that shadow who looked taller than me. I didn't want to get stabbed or shot that night. I left the hotel room and immediately called the number for the hotel.
Oh, this is too immersive. I don't like this shit,
Up
dude.
right away. Not even 5 minutes later, two large men in security shirts came down the hall, and I pointed at the door, yelling there's someone in our bathroom shower who stole my wallet. I opened the door for them, and right center of the hotel room was this 30-something-year-old man with a COVID mask over his mouth. He had his hands in the air. Security guards escorted him out of our room and patted him down for weapons. And not so shockingly, they found my wallet in his pocket. He didn't have any weapons on him, though. Security called the police and arrested the man, and I got my wallet back. The man admitted to finding my wallet outside of the hotel, went to the front desk asking what room number I was in, and letting himself in. Even though no one was harmed, I feel like this could have turned out so much worse. For example, if I decided to open that shower curtain. My friends hardly believed my story until security guards backed it up later that night. The rest of the trip went completely normal.
Man, I wasn't expecting that, bro. Like, nigga, Mr. Nightmare Videos didn't used to. He didn't up the production, man. Damn, that was a little bit of a jump scare, nigga. It's daytime right now, and I'm kind of
A few years
shook.
back, I stayed with three friends in Bally's
Please
Hotel in
don't jump scare,
Vegas, once known as the MGM Grand, until November 21st in 1980, when it burned down. The fire began from a refrigerated pastry display case in one of the restaurants located on the first floor, and apparently the fire engulfed the resort's casino, and the smoke traveled into the hotel tower, killing 85 people due to smoke inhalation.
Damn.
We read about this in some of the reviews of the place while booking. But I mean, that was 40 years ago. How would it really affect our stay? The rates for rooms were surprisingly more affordable than some comparable hotels for that specific weekend. Something I didn't pay attention to in the reviews, though, were the number of people who reported witnessing and hearing strange paranormal events. There were even
Man,
reports of ghostly activity in the casino. The most common complaint I was seeing from
Ain't no
guests
bitch, though.
was
Ain't
the
no fucking
presence of a
bitch, though.
smell of smoke and burning, especially on the upper floors, even though there was no one smoking. But I wasn't aware of any of this on our first night there. On our second night there, we went to a couple casinos, then got dinner and went back to the room to regroup before heading back out. Not without stopping at a liquor store for some booze beforehand, so we could all loosen up a little more before going out.
this shit is too
After
loud,
we
bro.
pre-gamed
Fuck.
for a good half hour to an hour, we all called an Uber to Omnia nightclub not too far away. By the time we got there, the liquor was definitely kicking in, and this is where my memory starts getting a little fuzzy.
So tasty, it could make Poseidon
these-
switch to a spoon.
I'm sorry, I'm not
Or
getting
divine
YouTube
taste
Premium,
from
bro.
the Greek
We're gonna have to
gods.
watch it together.
It's not too.
We're gonna have to watch it together, people.
Figured.
It is what it
Until
is.
you found a
Don't get
rental
mad at
car
me.
with
I'm buying on YouTube Premium. And not until I
remember
get
we were
1,000
waiting online
subscribers.
for at least half
And then I get monetized. Maybe I'll get YouTube Premium. No ads. But now I ain't getting it.
an hour, and I remember my one friend Alex
Sorry.
talking to this group of girls in front of
I'm
us.
sorry.
Next thing that I really remember was
know.
standing at the bar inside the club with my friends, trying to order drinks. And I vaguely remember bits and pieces of being on the dance
Man,
floor.
it got dark. I
But
thought
when
it was.
say I blacked out
Man.
besides that, I'm not exaggerating. The night became a little clearer when I
Candy,
left the
nigga.
club, but according to my friends, I left alone. I somehow made my way back to the hotel and back to the room on the 17th floor. From here on out, I remember just about everything.
Man, bro, like. Man, dog, come on, bro.
I was sitting on the edge of the bed with my head in my hands for quite a while, feeling like my head was spinning, when I heard what sounded to be a kid coughing on the other side of the door. I pulled myself together and went to check through the peephole, making sure no one was choking or anything, I guess. There was no one visible, so I opened the door. The corridor was empty. At this point, standing up made me feel even sicker, so I went to the bathroom to throw up. After that, I felt better.
Man, shit, man. though, man. Ain't no bitch, but god damn it, man. I ain't with this.
and laid down in the bed to go to sleep. It was 3 something in the morning. None of my friends were back yet. I heard the coughing once again. It sounded like a young boy's coughing. I didn't feel like getting up to check again, though. I resumed trying to fall into a deep sleep, when out of nowhere, this ear-piercing ringing went off, along with a flashing red light in the room. It was the smoke alarm, and in the corner of the room, every time that flashing light blinked, I could see a person standing in the corner of the room. It looked like a young boy facing the door. I looked closer to see if I was seeing things, and on the 4th blink, I started to scream and crawl backwards out of the bed and onto the floor. I don't know what exactly I thought was happening, that I was going to be killed or that I was seeing a ghost. But after a while, as if I were experiencing sleep paralysis or a hallucination, the apparition of the boy in the corner disappeared.
Nigga.
I gave myself time to breathe and calm down, and convinced myself I was just seeing things.
Nigga.
And just like the boy disappearing, the smoke alarm turned off a minute later. My heart was racing for the next 10 minutes as I sat up in the bed on my phone trying to...
Oh my god, man. Man, I have a very... Man, my imagination goes fucking wild, man. I'm thinking, it's like I'm in there. Oh, man.
contact my friends. They got back around 4, and I decided not to tell them for the sake of sounding like a drunk fool. I did more research the next day about the hotel and supernatural sightings, and I was even more disturbed when I read that other people had witnessed and heard a boy coughing on the 17th and 18th floors.
Man, damn that. Damn,
Needless
you
to
get
say,
out
I didn't wanna
immediately,
stay there
nigga.
anymore.
Leave immediately.
God, it was only a 3-night trip.
You leave immediately, man. Fuck that, nigga. When I turn 21 next year, nigga, I ain't going to Vegas. Fuck that. No, fuck that. I'll be damned. Nigga, what? Nigga, what? I got this knife. Nigga, you know, I'm not gonna try to blade because I don't know if YouTube, you know, will allow that. But nigga, I got this knife, nigga. Man, so glad I live in the suburbs, nigga. It hasn't got nothing to do with the hood, but I'm just saying.
In
Speaking
2018,
of suburbs,
my friends and I rented an Airbnb in
little
North
nice house.
Vegas to attend the Electric Daisy Festival,
nice house.
which is an EDM music festival.
I ain't gonna lie,
It was my
I
first
do want a house in Vegas though. I can't even lie to you.
Experience of this
Can't
kind.
even lie.
I'm not even a fan of EDM, nor do I do any kind of hard drugs. But I went with my 3 friends who are into this stuff, who I'll call Jess, Marissa, and Nicole. My friend Jess had a drug dealer connection in Vegas, who she was planning on buying Molly from. The festival starts pretty late in the day and
was
goes
calling
all
them,
night.
man.
So on the first day, we were just driving around Vegas
Daylight, I
trying
like
to find
that.
things to do. At some point, Jess needed to meet up with her friend to buy the Molly. So while we were eating, she went to pick up from him. Afterwards, we went back to the Airbnb to start getting ready for the festival, changing into our outfits.
Molly. Pop the Molly,
If
I'm
you know
sweating.
anything about music festivals, girls usually wear the most revealing
That was
outfits
terrible.
imaginable.
I'm sorry.
It was new to me. I needed my friends to help me buy an outfit.
If I get jump scared, I deserve it. I deserve it for
We
that
called the
terrible
lift
ass
to the
joke.
racetrack where the festival was being held. Jess handed us all our own little baggies with the
Okay.
Molly.
Oh, this nigga.
I was
yo.
very nervous, as I've never really done any drugs except for weed, if that even counts. The ride there was surprisingly quick. Jess told us the Molly should kick in around 45 minutes after taking it. By then, we were online to get inside. The effects of it didn't really kick in for a while,
Damn,
and my
man,
friends
damn.
all agreed they were already feeling it. So I had a feeling I didn't take enough. I went for the baggie I smuggled into the festival and took a little more. For the next hour, we danced as the sun went down and the sky got darker, and all the lights from the stages and carnival rides lit up the place. I
Okay.
was realizing the Molly was kicking in hard, and I was starting to trip. It was such a
EDM, that nigga,
surreal
chain
experience
smoker,
with all the
nigga.
lights, booming music, and
I
the
don't know, I
euphoric
heard that
feeling of the drug. But eventually I realized I took way too much. I started to lose track of where I was, and next thing I knew, I was lost in the crowd without my friends.
Oh shit.
At some point, this guy started talking to me, and I must have asked him for help finding my friends, because he told me, "I know where your friends are, I'll take you to them." I followed him through the crowd,
Man.
holding his hand, till we got closer to the back of the crowd. I asked where we were going. He said he knows where Jess is. I thought the fact that he knew my friend's name meant he was telling the truth. Then he asked me to call Jess, and he'd talk to her. So I dialed Jess's number and handed him the phone. 5 seconds later, he started talking to her. He was on the phone with her for a minute before hanging up. He said Jess left to the hotel with my other friends because one of them got sick. He said he would take me there. I stood there tripping like an idiot and said okay. He called us an Uber.
Niggas are men. Y'all gotta stop
When we
that,
got
man.
inside, he
Stop
asked for
being
my
weird,
number.
man.
I gave it to him because I was yet to see any red flags in my inebriated state, till I looked at the Uber driver's screen and saw that it said the destination was 15 miles away. And then it hit me. Why did the guys say my friends went to the hotel when we weren't staying at a hotel? We were staying at an Airbnb. I asked the driver where we were going, and I don't remember what he said, but whatever he said made me realize he was not taking us to the Airbnb. I asked the driver to turn me around, but the guy next to me started claiming he was my boyfriend and I was just incredibly drunk and needed to get home. I started to scream that he's not my boyfriend, that I just met him, and eventually the driver believed me and stopped the car, kicking the guy out. I started to cry and asked the driver to bring me back to the festival so I could find my friends, but he informed me the festival doesn't allow re-entry, so he brought me back to the Airbnb. He waited until he saw that I let myself in using the code, and then I started frantically texting and calling all my friends, till one of them picked up. They couldn't hear me on the phone at the festival, so I typed in our group chat what happened. Jess came back to the Airbnb to be with me, while Marissa and Nicole stayed till much later at the festival. I somehow slept like a baby that night, but I woke up the next morning to 3 missed calls and a handful of texts from that guy who tried to most likely kidnap me. The text went as follows. Hey, did you make it back? Where are you? I'll come to you and help you to your Airbnb. Honestly, fuck you for making a scene like that in front of the Uber driver, making me look like some kind of rapist. It goes without saying this guy never knew who any of my friends were, and he never got on the phone with Jess. I most likely told him my friend's name when I asked him for help in finding them. This was my first time doing a hard drug, and it blurred my judgment so much that I almost allowed myself to possibly get kidnapped.
Man, my last story wasn't that scary, but you men, you niggas are weird, man. But guys, if you like that video, you know what I mean, if you like the video, make sure you like, comment, and subscribe, man. I mean, more videos coming out weekly. Schedule gonna be about like what 2 videos a week. Right now, reacting to scary shit. Also, yo, let me know what other videos besides scary videos you want me to react to, commentate on. You know what I mean? And yeah, it's your boy.